Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to the Ripple Effect server. Last episode we built that helicopter you see behind us there with the Captain Sully at the front, who is kind of facing the right direction now. No, he's turned around. I don't know what's going on. Today I do not want to build my house, not today. I'm still holding out for replay mod. I actually want to get going on the underground side of things, in case I need a farm like pronto, so I have some sort of like place where I can build it. Don't know how this is gonna go, at least. That was dumb. I'm glad I have feather falling. So the original idea for the underground base, I mentioned it in the first episode, but it's gonna be kinda like a bat cave type of thing. So we're gonna have a waterfall there. We'll probably, you know, build some sort of feature behind the house and then have a waterfall dragging down with a hole cut out here, which leads to some sort of like tunnel so that I can, like, you know, fly through it, and then a big open area with all of the farms. I haven't quite figured it out, which is why I'm not going to go into detail about what it is and, you know, how it's going to look. Just kind of imagine bat cave type of thing, maybe not quite as detailed because of it being on such a big scale. It's going to be tricky to do a lot of detail. But the first thing I want to do is sort of just carve out the main tunnel and big hub area, I guess you would call it. I don't know. It's going to make sense once I do a lot of digging, which is what I've got to do now. So I've also got to go mining for some iron because I don't think I have enough for a beacon. So yeah, let me get started on this and then I'll be back probably with a big progress update, which will most likely be in a couple days' time. I haven't seen daylight in so long. I've forgotten what the outside world looks like. Completely lost track of days. What day even is it? Who am I? Oh god, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, that's it. I'm digging this ginormous hole that is way bigger than I was planning on it being. Oh, this is taking a while. Yeah, it's a lot bigger and a lot chunkier than I was originally planning, which has kind of thrown me off a little with my plans. I was going for more of like a natural cave feel, similar to what Sin is doing with the Nether Hub this season. But I think with how chunky it is and how not long and not cylinder-like, I'm gonna do more of a what's the word? Symmetrical kind of thing. I don't know. It's similar to my original idea. I honestly can't remember if I explained my idea or not. It's been a while since that last clip. This has taken much longer than I thought. In the moment, I'm in the process of sort of getting rid of the diorite and all the ores from the side and everything and making it nice clean stone. I've also got to do up the ceiling and the floor. I think what I'm going to do is going to take a long while, but I think I'm going to fill it with lava and then put a layer of glass over it and like have the bedrock basically like this but all over. I think that would be like really cool and it would light it up quite a fair bit, I would imagine. Which is because, you know, it looks okay at the moment, but I've got torches everywhere, so I think having a giant floor of lava will actually be pretty helpful. I think this is something like 65, I really am going insane down here, 65 blocks along, so it's a pretty big circle. I've got a crap ton of resources. I got a sign here because I'm going to deliver some stone to Crafty so she can use it, because I have got plenty of stone. Pretty much all of these chests except from some of the top ones are filled with stuff, and then I've got some like this with all of the gravel and andesite, so if I ever need andesite or diorite for whatever reason, I have an absolute abundance. I also have loads of ore. I might actually be able to craft, like, I'm probably going to use all of the iron that I've got to craft buckets to make trips to the nether, so it doesn't take me super long, because filling the floor with lava is going to take a long time. So I've also found a spider spawner. I probably will end up getting rid of that. Yeah, it's been a bit of a grind, but it's okay. It's been nice. I've just been watching videos and listening to the brrr as I go along. But it's probably going to be another few days at least before the next clip, because I've got, yeah, as I said, the walls, the floor. I'm going to do something with the ceiling. I'm not too sure. I'm just going to basically kind of clean it up a little bit so then we can maybe, I don't know. I want to get this episode done within a certain time. But I don't want to, I might be cutting it a bit fine once I've done all this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Here are all of the ores I've gotten, by the way. I got a few. Just a few. So it's been another couple of days and I was just thinking what is going to be the best way to show off the work I've done, and I've come to the conclusion that this is the best way. This may not go well, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so I'm in fly mode now. I've got a waterfall in. I'm not even going to talk, I'm just going to go in and... Oh god, okay. Very laggy. Yep, this is what I've done with the floor and with the walls. I'm aware that this may look very weird because I possibly may brighten up the video so you can see the stone wall. I probably won't actually. It's all stone round here. It's nothing spectacular. I've done this with the ceiling. It's not actual circles. I tried using a circle generator, but for some reason they just wouldn't connect up correctly. I don't know. It was probably some math problem that I couldn't figure out in my head, so I just sort of like made them myself. It's an okay ceiling. I'm not really too fussed. I'm not going to be crazy and build a ceiling like Sinner's done with the Nether Hub, but I have kind of copied his floor design, which I really like, but my pinky finger is in so much pain from shifting and placing all the lava and placing all the glass and holding shift and going around and replacing all the stone because I had all the netherrack rings in the last... I thought that was a piece of diorite there that I missed. It's just the light from the spawner that I got there. I will destroy that eventually, I just don't really want to right now. Yeah, and then I've got a hole up there. You know what, let's actually just climb a ladder. It's not going to take that long, and I'll show you what the actual, like, thing that we just flew through then at, like, 50 miles an hour actually looks like. Yeah, so this floor design, it lights up nicely, at least about 1/8 of the way, and then it kind of stops. But I think it gives a nice feel to it. It is a very, very big room, and yeah, so the next step, actually, you know, stop talking about the next step, let's actually show off what I've done for now. I've pretty much just dug a big hole and shoved a bunch of cobblestone everywhere, and a few bits of gravel every now and again. I've tried to be smart about it and only put gravel, like, on the floor, because that kind of makes sense in my head. I've also got some mossy stone up here nearer the water because that also makes sense. This was a pain to try and get this done. I was tempted not to actually do the waterfall, but it slows me down perfectly so that I can sort of like glide through, because before I had this water in the way, I would like shoot down and like smack my head, and I nearly died one time. I had like 3 hearts left, and that was nearly my first death on the server, which would have been fairly embarrassing. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep the waterfall because it slows me down a nice bunch. But yeah, trying to fit it in and make it not spill all down was quite painful. Yeah, that's all the work I've done for the moment. I think I'm not missing anything. Fairly certain. I'm not going to die if I got an electron anyway, it's fine. I have added some, like... Am I falling? I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not, but some cobblestone sort of like veins coming out from here, as though it's like cracking the hole. I don't know, it's just a little thing that I added. But I think that is all of it. Now, what I have to do is, first of all, design a platform that I'm going to have in like the centerpiece, because... Honestly, the jump cuts that I'm doing here, I can't remember what I said in the last clip, but my idea is I'm going to have a big platform like to land on. I'll put it, you know, central, circular, squarish platform, and then have different offshoots going off. I'm not going to explain it too much because I think it'll look better once I get some sort of actual thing there and then explain it. So yeah, I'm going to put the platform in place, and then... hopefully it looks okay. I've got an idea, but we're just going to have to see how it is in the real world. I should also say that the waterfall is not going to stay this boring. It's nothing special right now. I'll probably mess around with it a bit more once I've got some sort of water feature up the top there, which I'll probably do as part of my house when I get around to doing that. And then we'll add some things on the actual waterfall to make it look not as boring. But I think the hole there is covered quite nicely. You can't really see it unless you know it's there. That's also what I just jumped off. And there it is. He's a bit of a big boy. Yep, this platform, podium, whatever you want to call it, from this point forth shall now be known as the big boy. The big boy. I'm going to stop saying it before it gets weirder than it needs to be. Yeah, so this is it. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. I built it in creative mode and then roughly, and then kind of just went for it. I didn't really go back and check much things, which is what I usually do when I'm building from reference and constantly check if I've done something right, but I kind of just went for it, and I think I've got everything right. I believe these are all symmetrical. They're on a diagonal, so it's a bit tricky to make them look like they're stable enough to hold this thing in place, which I think I've done that fairly well. It looks quite stable there, thick enough, I would say. Let's actually just hop on over. That was close, and I have no ender pearl sounds for some reason. That's good. Yeah, these things, I'm not, the arches I guess you would call them, I'm not 100% set on them. I may get rid of them, I may not. I'm going to leave them there for now because my kind of plan for this, right, so there's 16 of these, which means I'm going to have 16 holes placed around here, just randomly, you know, up, down, left, right, in complete random directions, and each one I'm going to place an item frame, I think, on top so I know which is which, but then if I figure out a different way of showing which hole is which, then I'll get rid of these arches because they're a bit big and bulky and kind of block a lot of the view, I think. Also, you can see the hole a bit better from here. It's quite nice to look at. I like that, the cobblestone, and it's just a nice look. I might actually be able to get a spider grinder going on here. No, I'm not close enough. Right, yeah, so let me actually just sort of like branch out and we can just sort of like wing a pathway and kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. I'll probably end up getting rid of this because I'll probably build it wrong or something. So for each one, we'll kind of just go out. It's not going to be this thin. I'm going to bring it out with some stairs and everything. But then, you know, we can just take a left here. Why not? I'm going to build it on half slab actually because that'll be a lot quicker. And then let's say we want to go up. So actually like that. And let's say we want to go up here. Okay, and then we can go along a bit more maybe. And then let's say we want to have our hole around about there. So we're going to need to go up again. I'm trying to think how this is going to work because with the stairs, it's going to be a bit tricky. I can't have like a turning and then an up too close together. Otherwise, it's sort of going to all fumble together and make a mess and not look very nice. But let's just keep going a little bit more. What we kind of do at the moment. Let's sort of wing it back over here a bit more so we can take a right or a left, whichever way you're looking at, it doesn't really matter. Then we can go like this, and then possibly just another little bit at the end we can go up, right? So that is like a complete and utter just mess, right? And that's good because imagine 16 of these. I am going to pretty this up and I'll bring it back and show you what it's going to look like. 16 of these just scattered off in different directions. Some will be going much higher, much steeper. I've also kind of just thought right now that if I want to go all the way to the top, it's going to have to be very steep. But I probably won't because if I go right to the top, I won't have any vertical room to build. I'll probably go down more than I do up. But yeah, okay, so let me actually sort of just... Pretty much what I'm going to do is go all the way along here and then add in some support platforms underneath, or beams similar to that but just not quite as thick, and I'll bring you back and I might even dig out a little hole there and we can just get a vision for what this is going to look like, and then times it by 16 and boom, Bob's your uncle. Is that the saying? Is it Bob or is it? It's Bob. Bob is your uncle. I'll tell you what, actually, while I do this, I will show you a couple of clips I recorded from the other day. A bunch of us went over to help Carl raid a mansion and it turned out to be slightly I'll let you find out. Oh, where's Billy gone? Oh, there he is.
yes, Carl.
just walk away.
Hey, I don't, maybe someone else is behind another wall.
Oh.
How many people can we
We
find?
accidentally plastered Billy into the wall.
We should probably restone this whole tunnel. Right?
Yeah, let's get on that.
No, I'm thinking like stone bricks with pressure plates on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe some buttons to kind of like... Okay, anyway. So, yeah, Sorry, like I said... Oh, that was really weird.
I saw the same thing.
We had a moment.
Yeah, we were one. Oh, that was intense.
Was that the intro?
That was the intro. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. Are we all potty trained? Have we all been to the toilet? Are we all good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have
Good.
30 seconds of speed left.
Right. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We are here to clear my mansion of all the horrible mobs. And hi, Billy. Billy,
Billy.
like,
Join us.
Right out of the woodwork.
so let's go and see my beautiful mansion and collect some mobs and kill the others and crack on.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey.
Let's see if we could. Oh,
Oh,
We heading down.
this is our way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I think so.
This is our. What's this way?
Nothing in here.
Hey, bookshelves.
Are you sure there's any mobs in here, Kyle?
I hope so.
This mansion hates me. I'm on like
don't
10 frames.
Have any of the mobs in here?
Whoa.
Probably just got to go deeper.
Carl, you could have done this
Oh,
yourself.
What's in that room, Marla?
I
a
have
single
some
anvil.
friends.
Skeletons in here.
And there's a very damaged anvil and 2 lava blocks if anyone wants them.
That's a weird looking room. I've never
Sorry.
seen that room.
Well, that's a bit sad.
Yeah,
Have we gone through already?
It's broken.
No way. Is that the? We went through the whole thing.
Yeah, I think we
Can
covered
they like
everything.
no, they can't respawn in mansions, can they?
There were still some mobs in here, Carl. There were still mobs.
There was.
I mean, I killed, at least one creeper. So,
So we reset this chunk and start again.
Back to the hub.
Back to the hub. We'll MC edit it out. So
Oh.
no one died.
No?
Bear skills.
No.
Very impressive, guys.
sorry, Magoo.
Should we get an F5 screenshot of our wonderful team?
Should we
For this amazing
ceremonious-
episode.
Should we ceremoniously kill Carl? Someone has to die.
I'm okay with that.
So, yeah, that was a bit of a fail. There wasn't a single Vindicator or Evoker anywhere in that mansion. We think it's because we loaded the chunks in Peaceful, so they didn't have a chance to spawn in the first place, and they can't respawn, so... Hello, Bat. You just came out of that hole. There weren't any there, just... we don't know. We think that's the reason. But at some point we might go off and find another mansion, like 300,000 blocks away or something stupid like that. They're not very common. They're a bit far and few between. I've also just realised I do not have my turtle shell helmet on. That is because I went end raiding to get a bunch of shulker shells. Where is it? I think it's in my ender chest. I don't know who I am without my turtle shell helmet on. Am I the turtle master? Who knows? Whoa, nice close up. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, so here's the hole. I finished it. Yeah, first of all, these lighting glitches are annoying. There's nothing I can really do about it. I can update them for a temporary time, but then they just come back. It's even on the glass panes down here at some points. It's really annoying, but I'm hoping like Optifine or the next update might fix that or something. But just try and ignore it for now. You will also notice that if you can count, there are 12 of these pathways, not 16 anymore. I shortened it down a bit because I think it would have been a bit too cozy. The pathways might have been touching a little bit, and yeah, I don't think they would have fit in very well. And I don't need 16 holes. Oh god, 12 is enough for me. I'm not going to build more than 12 farms down here. I don't think. I don't really have that much room. Let's be honest. Like, my plan pretty much for this, because obviously, like, from here to here, like, that's, if I want to build a giant farm here, that's going to be difficult. So what I'll probably do, say I build a farm straight ahead here, that one, and then this one needs a bit more vertical height, so I'll go down first of all and then build the farm there. I don't know, I haven't really figured that bit out yet. I've sort of just done the aesthetics for now, which I am quite happy with how it's come out. I still need to destroy that spider spawner, but as for the holes, what I've done is pretty much just a smaller version of this big one here, just a bunch of cobblestone and some cracks shooting off. Yeah, and you also notice, if you watch my series last season of the Ripple Effect, this color palette block design is sort of like a little homage to what I did last season. All of my domes, like the floor design, would be using these blocks. They pretty much all look identical to this. I wasn't very creative with doing the floor in that season, but yeah, it also helps because it's just a very nice color palette, and they go with almost anything. I was originally planning to do purple, but it didn't, you know, I don't think it would have went very well with the bright orange floor. So this is a very like neutral color. It's very gray and stuff, and it's okay. I like it. I'm trying to think what else I show you. Let's show you underneath so you can actually see what the pathways look like from down here. That was strange. Let's chew on a fish a second. I haven't really done anything special. It's just stairs and slabs. I don't really know why I'm showing you it. I was originally planning to do beams coming from each of the pathway, just single like stone brick like pillars, I guess you would say, but I tried it on one and I didn't like it on one. I felt like it was already too crowded, so they're just, you know, levitating between the platform and the wall. Let's just pretend it's very sturdy and it will hold you up. It probably could. I don't think it's that unrealistic, really, is it? I don't really know. But yeah, as for the like building type of thing, not the farms, obviously we'll still need to do that, and we will return to this at a later point in the season. I'm not too worried about doing the farms right now. I'm sort of having fun doing building and just, yeah, not really doing anything technical at the moment. But I'm enjoying it, and I like how this has turned out. This has been a project long in the making. I don't know how long it's been, or how long I've been making this episode for, but it's definitely over a week and a half. The whole took a lot longer than I thought, and we didn't have the Ender back then, so it took a while to mend all my pickaxes and all of that jazz. But yeah, I would say that's it, done. I now need to figure out how on earth I am going to get a screenshot of this in survival. I did not think of that. I'm not opt on this server, and I don't know how I'm going to get a good screenshot. Okay, that should be a bit of a mission for me. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you liked the build, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Okay. Thinking 100 might be okay. I'd say that's wide enough. Let's line ourselves up. F1, unshift. Stay centralized. Drop. Screenshot. I think that was good.